Four, three, two, one. Hello, everybody. We are back. I know I said I was going to do this in October. I suck at consistency. It happened with the first episode. The second episode, I got pushed to release it early, so that's the only reason it got on time. All right, we're here with Safi, a few months late.
Yep.
Sorry we couldn't
Yeah.
get the chicken little fit.
Uh,
It's a shame. It's a
yeah.
tragedy. So how was your Christmas break, Safi? It
It was pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah.
was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, like gifts? What are we looking at here?
Well, I don't celebrate Christmas, so I didn't get any gifts.
Uh,
So,
what do you celebrate?
well, I don't celebrate anything during the winter.
Hmm.
So,
Is
um,
there like something during the summer you celebrate?
you depends because our celebrations go based off the lunar calendar, not the
Mm.
Gregorian calendar, whatever calendar we go off of here. But
All right. So it's
so
like Chinese New Year type of thing.
kind of it's like on a different day, um, each year because it's based off the lunar calendar.
Mm. Yeah. Okay. So all right, that's cool.
Yep.
So I've always been a little confused about this, talking about holidays that your culture, not culture, but like religion and everything.
Yeah.
Can you explain Ramadan a little bit to me here? Because I've always been confused. Is you just don't eat during the month, or is it just sundown? Or I'm a little
Okay,
confused.
so basically what we do is when it starts from sunrise to sundown, we don't eat or drink anything
Hmm.
at all. And we also have to refrain from basically any sin that we would commit anyway. So like lying, anything like that,
Hmm.
basically. And it helps us become more grateful for the things that we have, and it also helps us cleanse our body of like the toxins that we've like gained from like the foods that we eat, especially here in America with the toxins.
Yeah. Speaking of the America comment, you ever seen that guy? He pretends to be like a European influencer trying out American foods, and all he just complains about is sugar.
I've never seen that in
Oh,
my
he's
life.
hilarious. I think
Yeah.
it'd be funny. I'll show you later. But yeah, thanks for explaining. I've always been confused. I know I've asked you about it during lunch, and you're like, I don't eat. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But all right. So besides that, so what did you do for Christmas? If you didn't really celebrate it, did you at least go see family? Did you take advantage of the break? Like,
I was just kind of just hanging out basically. Oh yeah, we were just at home.
mhm.
So yeah.
All right, all right. So out of the movies that I know you're a big movie guy, so out of the movies that released this past year of 2025, what would you say your top three ranks are?
Ooh, that's a good question. Well, let's see. I didn't really get to go to the movie theater all that often this year, but um, I liked. Um, did Mickey 17 release this year?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I liked Mickey 17. I liked Fantastic Four, and I liked the Superman movie a lot. Yeah.
I'd say Fantastic Four is a bit iffy getting on that list because for me, it felt like a huge letdown in the sense of like they overhyped it and it just didn't feel like a superhero movie enough. You know what I mean? It felt like it was not. I don't know how to put it. Felt underplayed of what it could have been. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I could see that. Yeah.
I would say my top three. I haven't seen yet, but I'm hoping. I'm hoping as a prediction. I want to see Marty Supreme really bad. I was gonna see Marty Supreme, and then ended up not going to see Marty
Yeah.
Supreme. So I'm hoping that makes it at least into my top three. But the other two, I would have to agree with you on Superman. That movie was awesome. I really like James
Yeah.
Gunn. I'm really excited for all the future projects he
Yeah.
has in store. I would also say my second. That's a good one. I would say, what's the boxing movie that came out? It was like Another Punch or something like that. It was about the guy who like was a foundation of the early UFC, and then because like he would take a lot of drugs, he had to go to rehab, and his entire life story.
Well, there are a lot of boxing movies that are like that.
Yeah, this came out this year. I'll find it
There was
and
the one
add
with The
it.
Rock.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking
Yeah.
about. That one was like my either my number one or two. That one was like amazing.
Finally, The Rock actually shows a little bit of versatility for
I
once.
mean, I know, man. I
Yeah.
would say that movie for me was like a solid 9 out of 10. I didn't have a lot of issues with it, and I personally felt like that's a movie I can show my son. Like that's a good
Yeah.
character movie. It shows the struggle. I feel like that really captured a lot of things I'd like to teach my son in the future. So my dad had a movie that was very similar to him. It was called Braveheart.
Braveheart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my dad, he's always wanted to show me that movie, and like for me, what I saw of that movie with The Rock, I feel like that's what I want to show my son.
Oh yeah.
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 You have any movies like that you want to show future generation of the sideline?
It depends. Well, if I have a daughter, I'll show her Moana for sure.
That's very good. Yeah.
Yeah. Or Rapunzel. Or
Mm.
Tangled, not Rapunzel.
I
But
know
yeah,
we all get it confused.
yeah, one of those two. If I have a son, it entirely depends, I guess. I would like to show him maybe maybe one of the Creed movies because I
Mm,
feel like at this point the Rocky movies might be a bit too old at that
yeah.
point. But yeah, one of the Creed movies for sure. Um, I mean, there are there is also like
Sorry, continue. I'm not trying to be distracting.
there's also good movies like I would show I want movies that like show them like how to like also like like how to be like a good like man or like also like like what not to do like
Mm.
like I would like even though this is going to be really old at this point I would like to show them like The Godfather or Goodfellas or like a Bronx Tale something
Mm.
like that because like a Bronx Tale especially because like
Isn't
um
that the one with the little kid who grows up and
yeah
he's like, "I hate you, Dad."
yeah.
I see a lot of clips in that.
Yeah, so basically in that movie, this kid, Calogero, or C as he goes as in the movie, he is originally like this little kid with his dad, Robert De Niro,
Mm.
and they're like poor because he's a bus driver.
Mm.
So and there was like a shootout in like on his street, and one of the people dies, and he doesn't snitch on the guy who he saw in the shootout. So the guy, his name was Sonny. He calls him over and basically talks to him and like teaches him like a couple life lessons. Like you
Mm.
shouldn't get so upset over sports. These people don't give you the time of day.
Mm.
Like
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And then like Sonny and Robert De Niro had this falling out because like it's like, dude, you're a gangster. I don't want you near my son.
Mm.
It's
Mm.
just like it's like, dude, I offered you a job, like, and you said no. I respect you because you're a hardworking man, but um, basically they had this falling out. Robert De Niro, he like sternly tells his son, "Hey, you're gonna stay away from there. You're gonna become the working man." And
And then let me guess, he doesn't.
well, it's a little bit complicated. Like, Calogero never really actually commits any crimes. The thing is, Sonny actually wants him out of that life.
Mm.
Sonny feels he has potential to be like a really like smart kid. So he like over the course of Calogero's teen life, he teaches him things, like, and like the thing is that Robert De Niro in this movie, he's actually a little bit racist because like this is set in the '60s, so like
Mm.
this is like right after segregation was
Mm.
banned. So um like there are like black kids like in like neighborhoods that are like maybe like one neighborhood over, and it gets pretty crazy. I'm not going to spoil that too much, but it's like a really good movie about like how you should never like waste your talents on like the easy crime life and
That's
stuff.
fair. That's fair. I like that the big mafia boss guys even telling him that it's almost like a hypocrite thing where somebody who smokes a cigarette can tell you this sucks, you shouldn't do it,
Yeah,
and still do it themselves and be fine. Well,
yeah,
not fine. It's you're gonna get lung cancer and
yeah.
everything.
Of course, yeah.
But yeah, thanks. That was a really good description for that movie. What'd you say it was? A Bronx
A
Tale.
Bronx Tale.
Watch a Bronx Tale, everybody. Show your kids, or maybe don't show your kids.
Uh, show your
Show
teenagers.
your teenagers.
Teenagers, because it's a gangster movie. You
Mm.
should probably shouldn't show your kids.
Yeah. Say hello to my little friend. Da 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 da.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that's Scarface. That's not a
Um,
mafia movie.
Really? I thought that
No,
was.
yeah, that's about the Cuban drug cartel in the '80s. I
Uh,
watched that movie. Al Pacino plays a Cuban guy in that movie, despite the fact that he's an Italian American. But it's still pretty cool.
I mean, Morgan Freeman voiced a white guy in the Boondocks, so
Oh yeah,
yeah.
true.
Speaking of which, if you could bring one old like Adult Swim cartoon or any cartoon from your childhood back, what would you bring? For
Any
me,
cartoon.
I'm personally gonna bring back. Actually, Adventure Time's already back. So is Gumball. Whew. I would have to say the old Sonic cartoons. I
Old
love
Sonic
those. I
cartoons.
love those when I was younger.
Yeah, I have to say, I'd have to say Prime Ben 10. Yeah,
That's
Prime
good.
Ben 10.
That's
Yeah,
true. I didn't like that reboot. It
yeah,
was
that
weird.
reboot was not.
Even in like as a kid watching it, I was like,
Yeah, like this is weird.
yeah,
Or the original Teen Titans, because like everyone knows, I don't really like Teen Titans Go all that much.
yeah. It's I mean, it's slop, but they've got that slop going for like 15 seasons
Yeah,
now. So
I mean to be fair, they do have some jokes here or there that have made me chuckle.
they taught me
But
about economy, man.
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
especially
but then they
pissing my heart.
start yeah, but then they start farting and stuff, and it's just like, bro.
Hey, people are into what they're into. There was a Harley Quinn scratch and sniff
Oh yeah, I
comic.
heard about
Like
that.
listen,
Yeah,
people are into what they're into.
yeah.
as my good buddy would say, you can't judge those for what you have. I don't know what it means, but it sounds like it fits this situation.
That didn't even sound right.
You
Like,
know, another wise man once told me, to what's right is what's wrong.
no,
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 no.
nah.
The grass is greener on the other side of the Sahara.
Of the Sahara?
I'm just telling dad jokes at this point. I need to stop.
That's
Okay.
like saying this river is really rich in the desert or something.
Sounds like something I'd hear in like a Bollywood movie.
A Bollywood? Have you watched a Bollywood movie before?
No, but I've seen like clips of them.
Oh, you can't go big. No, Bollywood movies can be peak, bro.
I saw one where this like lady had like hair that moved and she threw a baby into a tree and the like baby became a part of the tree.
Oh yeah, that's not Bollywood. That's like mainline Indian TV shows. Those aren't very good. No, Bollywood's pretty good.
I think what was funny though, did you watch the Stranger Things finale?
I didn't watch Stranger
Oh
Things
yeah,
this
fair. We
year.
talked about
Yeah,
that.
I
Yeah,
lost interest. So yeah.
that's fair. I saw an Indian version of it where they had like mocked up of everything. It was really funny.
Yeah.
A lot of those like parodies remind me of SNL, like a really low budget SNL skit, but yet it's a lot funnier than a lot more of the most recent SNL skits. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I feel like Andy Samberg was prime SNL. I love that guy. You ever watched Hot Rod?
Hot Rod? Yes, I
I
have
love
watched.
Hot Rod, dude.
Yeah.
That is one of my favorite movies. Uh, remember the part where the guy, the whatever FM radio dude, lifts up his shirt and he's got a little tattooed a little kid pissing in two directions on the radios, dude. Oh my gosh, I love
Yeah.
2007 comedies movie. I mean
Um,
comedy movies. Goodness
I think
gracious.
like the last like SNL movie was MacGruber.
What is that?
MacGruber? You don't remember
I
MacGruber?
don't think I remember.
Oh,
Gruber.
dude, I remember. MacGruber was playing baseball. He looked at a strike, and the kid was like, "Oh, dude, you're out." It's like, "No, I didn't swing." And the kid was like, "You're still out." And then MacGruber responds, "You're still fat,"
Oh,
because the kid was a little chubby. So yeah, and it was pretty funny.
that
It's like,
reminds me of like a Shane Gillis skit or something like that. I love Shane Gillis.
yeah, Shane Gillis,
Speaking of funny comedians of like the modern day, have you ever heard of Tim Robinson?
Tim Robbins. Oh yeah, of
Dude, I
course.
love I Think You Should Leave. That
Yeah,
is like my humor specifically. I feel like it appeals to me in such a deep level. Just because like I don't know why. I just like shows dumb humor like that. It's like semi-realism almost. Like
yeah,
you have like Smiling Friends, I Think You
yeah.
Should Leave. A lot of Tim Robinson stuff. Friendship was really good. That's another good movie of this year.
55 burgers, 55 fries.
Dude.
It's
Oh,
bro.
he's a very quotable guy.
Yeah.
So we were talking about slop earlier with Teen Titans. So how do you feel about all the AI slop that's evolved this year?
I don't like it.
You
I
don't
don't
like
like
it?
it. I actually saw a video that said, if we just let AI get worse, the 2030s could be like a modern day renaissance. Where like all of this creativity goes to waste, but then like in the 2030s, we start responding with like more cultural revolutions like in the Renaissance. Except instead of like a 100-year period, it's like a 10-year period.
So you know what I mean? You want one?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah, you guys should sponsor us. Sour Patch Kids, Dr. Pepper, PepsiCo. I buy this stuff like every day. You should sponsor us or me, I guess. But yeah. Um, I feel like the Italian brain rot and everything was like the peak of the worst. I hated it. I
Oh
hated it
my
all. It
god.
just wasn't funny. I had a lot of buddies, and if he's watching it, he knows who he is. That in my marketing class, yeah, you know who you are. Me in marketing class last year. Yeah, yeah. We would converse. There are a lot of doodles he'd do of Italian brain rot.
Oh god.
Yeah, man. But I don't know. I just feel like it hit. I even went to Barnes and Nobles, and they have there was a legit trading card of it. I was like, whew. Speaking of Barnes and Nobles, how do you feel about Barnes and Nobles? Do you like do you like going in there? Because I feel like sometimes the crowd that does go in there, it's like, ooh, I want to stay away. Because sometimes I don't even like going in there when it's like me and my cousin will go in there, and then no judgment to people. It's just sometimes it's funny because it's like it's unexpected. So no judgment. I won't judge people,
Yeah.
but it's unexpected what you'll see in there sometimes. Like me and my cousin, we walked in there and we went to the comic section. And there's somebody with like half their head shaved, and they had like a little mohawk. It wasn't like any. It wasn't even like a mohawk.
Like a
Is like
hog
okay.
rider?
No, not even like a hog rider. It was like small. It just was like I think they got a bad haircut because like listen, a mohawk. If you want a mohawk, you want a mohawk.
Yeah.
But like you know how it's usually like out here, right? And then
Yeah.
it goes in. It was like in here and then went in. So either they have a very unique style or their barber
Mm.
like done fucked him up. But you ever had an experience where your barber done cooked you?
Yes. It was pretty. It was 10th grade, I think. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know.
That was the year that a certain person made a fan account of me on Instagram. You remember that?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna mention his name. I'm
Mm-hmm.
watching you, bro. We're
He's
watching.
watching you.
And he just straight up lied about it for no reason. I wasn't even mad. I don't understand what prompted him to like tell such a he wasn't even convincing. He was like so dedicated to making sure I didn't.
I would like to say that's dedication right there.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't want to quit a bit too early. So I think that's
The
maybe
problem
where
is
it
he
was
made
at.
it so obvious because he was posting pictures that only he would have.
I
So
don't know,
like,
Sophie. You sent me some very interesting photos. Nothing crazy, but like you sent me one with glasses where you're all scrunched up, looking like the Grinch, like
oh, you're mixing up two pictures. So there's the picture of me in my pajamas doing the scrunched up face, and then there's a picture of me in my glasses. Yeah,
yeah. I'm remembering them now.
yeah,
I'll find those, post edit.
yeah.
Don't worry. The world will see. And like again, no
No
hate.
hate,
We
no
do
hate.
not spread hate on the unofficial HHS podcast.
That reminds me, back in middle school, first off, middle school couldn't even afford trays at the time. Yeah, it was really bad. They didn't have any trays for like half the year. So we would just get like baskets and like we would like just eat off of those. And then like the thing is, they also wouldn't have, they'd have hot dog buns and they'd use that for chicken sandwiches. So there's like a pic. So Rohan took like what was like a pretty iconic picture of me eating a hot dog bun with a chicken sandwich with my eyes closed because I was about to eat it, and like he just sniped a picture of me, and it became really iconic. It was back when I had my old coat that I would wear every single day. Middle school was an interesting time.
I have a question for you, Sophie.
Yep.
Talking about iconic things that you'd wear every day. Do you still have that Shang-Chi, like, sorry if I messed up the pronunciation. Do you have that same phone case?
Yeah, right
Yes.
here.
Since freshman year. Let me see that.
Oh wait, way before that.
Well,
Since 7th grade.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, I've had
Since
that since
7th
7th
grade.
grade.
That movie came out when we were in 7th grade?
No, I think it came out a little bit before. Yeah, I think 2020, maybe 2021.
Oh.
It was during COVID because it released straight to Disney Plus, which is a shame because that was a really good movie.
Well, I watched it in theaters, but yeah.
Maybe I watched it in theaters too. I don't remember.
I think it was 21 because I remember watching it in theaters specifically because the people next to us, he like grabbed his son. He's like, "All right, there's a fire alarm going off at the shop." He's like, "I want to finish. There's a fire alarm going at the shop. We got to go." I think it was like a mechanic or something. It was just funny.
Nah, I feel bad for that kid.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I was watching some good cinema there. Didn't
Yeah.
the Shang-Chi like movie 2 get like delayed multiple years
Um,
or
I
just straight up canceled?
I'm not sure. I never heard about a Shang-Chi 2, unfortunately. We need more of that guy. We need more Simu Liu. And I'm not talking about Multi-Paul from Invincible, bro.
Here's the thing. With Invincible, I like it. I think I don't like my feed being blown up with it 24/7 when a new season drops.
Oh boy.
Yeah. What is it? WhatsApp Invincible? WhatsApp
Oh,
Invincible?
WhatsApp Invincible.
Yeah, man. Well, I don't understand that.
Yeah.
I mean, I read Invincible. It was pretty good.
Mm.
A lot different than the show.
Yeah. In a lot of ways, yeah.
Like his first girlfriend was more understanding and less of a
Yeah, we don't like to talk about Amber here. Yeah.
You know, I can disrespect her because she's a fictional character.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know that show. I just another show is suffering the same fate as it. You know, One Punch Man.
Yeah. Oh my God.
One Frame Man.
One Frame Man.
The last episode was like for 5 seconds was really well animated, but everything else was just.
My God, yeah. The first season was so peak, and then like the second season, I was like, okay, we're kind of losing it here a little bit, and then now this season, it's like, what the hell is going on? Like, yeah, like what?
Yeah, it's weird. Once Cosmic Garo gets introduced in like later seasons, then it's gonna become peak. But right now we're in.
Oh my God, Vinland Saga season 3 is coming out,
Mm.
bro.
I like Vinland Saga. It's pretty good.
Oh my gosh.
If my son's into all that, I'll probably show him that. That's another good thing for character.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I can't wait.
Yeah. So what type of shows do you watch? I didn't know you were into all that scene.
Okay, so basically, Shows that I watch. Well, I usually like to watch bingeable stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like my favorite show is like, or one of them is like Malcolm in the Middle. I
Mm.
really like that show. Yeah, I saw the trailer.
I want to know your thoughts, being a fan, and I'm
Yeah.
tying my shoe. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it looks cool. It makes sense that Malcolm would cut himself off from the family a little bit. He was always a bit cynical when it came to his family. Reese is still pretty funny.
Hmm.
Uh,
I did not know that was Reese. I'm sorry, but the actor looks so much different than
yeah,
like he
yeah,
did as a
he
kid.
didn't age very well. I can't lie.
Spoiled milk.
Yeah, yeah. Frankie Muniz is older than him, by the way.
Really?
Yeah,
Frankie Muniz. I really like Frankie Muniz.
Yeah,
Just for like personal reasons, like I really respect the way he. Well, actually, first of all, I respect his career. He went from acting and a bunch of stuff to being a NASCAR
yeah,
driver. Like
NASCAR.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
And I was like, I respect his belief and everything. I'm like, that's awesome. I really like seeing that in
yeah.
Hollywood and everything. But how do you feel about it being like a 4 episode thing and not doing what they did with iCarly, where it's like, oh, we're gonna bring it back for multiple seasons, and
Oh,
then
I prefer that. I prefer that.
the more
Yeah.
seasons?
Well, because Malcolm in the Middle originally already had like, what was it, like seven? Yeah, 7 seasons. So they're gonna do these 4 episode thing, and then I think they're gonna do a movie, and then Frankie Muniz said you're never gonna see the Wilkersons again after that.
Well, I feel like, but that's fair because you don't want to like. It already had such a long run. You
Yeah,
don't want to
already
ruin
has.
the legacy by having a bad season
Yeah.
when
Besides,
you.
besides, the show is already kind of like faltering a little bit near the end because, like, I mean, obviously, like they were flanderizing a lot of their characters, especially Francis. So yeah. The
Yeah.
only character that was done right in the last 2 seasons was Reese. He got way more fleshed out, which was kind of strange. But like, I mean, like, but Francis, like, he went from like a cool ranch hand to like just the comedic relief. Who was like maybe in like every fourth episode. He was originally in every episode, but I think it was the mix between the fact that Christopher Masterson was into Scientology at the time,
Mm.
and the fact that he was like in other.
Is he still a Scientologist?
I don't think so. I know his brother's still in jail. Daniel Masterson.
We
Yeah.
say jail or Scientology?
No, jail. Daniel
Oh,
Masterson is still. He was convicted of rape. So yeah, that's
okay.
Sefti's show
Wow.
with
Okay.
Ashton Kutcher. So
Wow. Okay. That's Hollywood.
Venom's in that show.
Tom Hardy.
No, Topher Grace.
Oh, Topher Grace.
Yeah,
Like the Sam Raimi.
yeah. He's Eric Foreman. He's the main character.
Topher Grace. He's hilarious.
Yeah.
No offense to the guy, but he's always looked like a crackhead to me, and I love that about him.
Yeah.
Me and my cousin Isaiah, me and him were joking about that. Like one time, we were like, "Oh, he looks weeded up, like weeded up Venom." How do you feel about like all the Sam Raimi stuff, and how it's people are saying for Doomsday that they want Sam Raimi Spider-Man over Tom Holland?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, that's not a good idea at all. Like Tobey Maguire, like he got his 3 movies. I actually like all 3 of them. I know a lot of people don't really love
Yeah, I
Spider-Man
know.
3.
I grew up on Spider-Man 3. I love that
Spider-Man
movie.
3 is hilarious. Like at its worst, you're still gonna have like a good time, right? I mean, the thing is,
It's the Minecraft movie
yeah,
situation.
I know a lot of people are starting to like the web movies
Mhm.
with Andrew Garfield. The thing is, I like the first one. I
Mhm.
like the first Amazing Spider-Man, but like, I'm sorry, I just can't grow on the second one. I just think the second one's just like that. That's just like, I'm sorry, like you can't look at that and say that that's a good movie.
When I grew up on it, so I have that nostalgia to it.
Yeah.
But I think there are redeemable parts about it.
Redeemable
Like
parts.
the Gwen,
The Gwen.
all the Gwen stuff was handled really well. I think the only bad stuff necessarily in that movie was Green Goblin.
Yeah.
That was
fraud
like,
Spider-Man.
that was his design and everything looked
Yeah.
cancerous. I mean,
Yeah.
which I get is the point, but like I don't know if they were gonna make it so he mutates to actually look like Green Goblin, or if they were just gonna keep him like half bald. I was like,
Yeah.
oh.
Oh my god.
Even as a kid, I didn't like that. But I will say that like Electro in that movie, he got better as the movie progressed. I feel like he was started out a little weird, and then they fleshed him out and did a lot better of a job with him in No Way Home.
Yeah.
I still can't believe that movie came out in 21.
Yeah. I think someone's calling you.
No.
No, I saw like the green.
Oh, it might have been a text or a phone call.
Yeah, yeah. There's a green dot that usually means someone's calling you.
Oh, the green dot?
Yeah.
I think it just means yeah, that's my camera. It just means we're
Oh,
recording.
oh, I could have sworn I saw someone calling you. I guess they must have hung
Yeah.
up. I don't know.
Well, there you guys got a thumb reveal. Ooh.
Mhm.
But anyway, yeah. I think I think Andrew deserves another movie to redeem himself.
Yeah.
I think Toby at least deserves like a 30 like an end credit where you at least get to see a glimpse of what excuse me things look like.
Yeah.
And then Tom. So how do you feel that he's going to get three more movies technically? Because we have Brand New Day and then the New Day saga, and then I think that's where he's done.
Um. Well, it just depends on like how good the movies are. Like I'm thinking like as long as they're good, I think Tom Holland does have the potential to like be like the best Spider-Man.
The definitive.
Yeah, the definitive Spider-Man because like he's got like that dorkiness and he's got like that cool factor when he is Spider-Man. Like he moves all slick. My only problem with Tobey Maguire is like he can play Peter Parker like it's nobody's business, but the problem is, in my opinion, he wasn't actually that great at playing Spider-Man because like he was still really dorky when he was Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Like
I mean, Spider-Man's still really dorky. He makes like movie quips a lot and
yeah,
everything,
but the thing
but
is like his quips like they didn't really hit the same. Like that's
yeah,
like Andrew Garfield was like really good at Spider-Man, but not Peter Parker because he was too cool to be Peter Parker.
that's what
Toby,
everybody was saying is Toby is a good Peter Parker, not a
yeah,
great Spider-Man. Andrew was a great Spider-Man, not the best Peter Parker, and Tom Holland's like the fleshed out in between of both.
yeah,
And that's what I can agree.
yeah.
Hmm. Excuse me. Sorry about getting my stuck in my teeth. So, what do you think of Sadie Sink's new role as like the future daughter, alternate daughter of Jean Grey? That's like Cable. If it was a woman instead, but she's not Cable. But you know what I
No,
mean? Like
Jean
it's
Grey and Scott Summers. So,
Cyclops.
yeah. So it's interesting because I mean, Cable came from like the clone of Jean Grey, didn't she?
Wait, I don't. I'll have to fact check that. I don't
Yeah,
remember if that was the clone or not.
yeah. But I think it could work. It depend. I don't know, like because I know they're trying to keep this one a bit more grounded, but I know they had to like compromise with Sony
Yeah,
because like Sony wanted multiversal stuff, but
because they wanted to tie in the freaking Madam Web movie, which sucked.
yeah, nobody wants the Madam Web
They
movie.
wasted good movies on villains. They wasted Venom. They well, actually, the Venom movies are my guilty pleasure.
Yeah,
I just think they're a fun time for me.
yeah.
But Madam Web, Craven the Hunter, all of those were horrible. And like I had hope for Craven because all the reshoots they did and everything. I was like, this actually might be a 70% movie. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? 70% tomato. I think this could actually be decent. Oh, they wasted so many good villains
I
in that
remember
movie.
I remember the scene where Chameleon like changes into a Craven, but like Aaron Taylor Johnson's like 6'3", and then guy who played Chameleon's like 5'7", so it's just a 5'7" Aaron Taylor Johnson, and it's like the funniest thing ever. Like
Dude,
you could like shapeshift, but you couldn't shapeshift the height thing.
I
Like
forgot. Did they give him powers in that movie? Was it
yeah,
just
yeah,
that?
Chameleon had powers in that movie.
Doesn't he? He just has like really good deception in the original, right?
Yeah, yeah, like the actual Chameleon, he was just like really good at like mimicking like your like outfits and
I
stuff.
remember him in the Spectacular Spider-Man show. You know, he had like a bunch of gadgets to try to.
Yeah. Yeah, actually Chameleon's actually the first Spider-Man villain ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I have a book that's like a collection of like the Lee and Ditko run.
Mhm.
And yeah, so the first real villain Spider-Man ever faces is Chameleon.
Mm.
And like already Spider-Man's off to a bad start because like now like everyone thinks he's bad.
I feel like he gets so overlooked though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he does get really. You know who should get overlooked less though?
Who?
Big Wheel.
Oh wait, isn't that literally just a giant
Yeah,
Ferris wheel guy?
yeah,
It's like the brick wall situation.
yeah, Big Wheel.
Anyway, I'm messing. But you know, honestly, I feel like for Spider-Man, what I really want to see is I want to see an MCU Doc Ock, and I'm excited if we get Rhino because it's looking like we might get Rhino or Hulk. So I'm thinking that could be cool. Venom needs to get introduced, or I'm going to like pull up to Marvel myself.
I think the symbiote's going to be in Secret Wars because that's where the symbiote was originally introduced in the comics.
Yeah, that's
That's where the
fair.
iconic cover
Mhm.
comes
I just need that because they teased it in No Way Home and then they retconned it in Last Dance.
from. Yeah.
I'm gonna kill somebody, bro.
Wait, I think actually like in it was yeah in far in it was No Way Home where they retconned it where like he just goes back to like his. his universe.
Well, no, in the end of No Way Home, but he leaves behind a little bit of the symbiote, leaving hope.
Yeah.
And then in Last Dance, they put a cup over it and then bring it back, and then they confirm that it's the same guy. I'm like,
Bro.
it's so dumb. It was so dumb. I just wanted MCU Venom. I think Tom Hardy was decent with it. I liked him as Eddie Brock because I feel like Eddie Brock needs to be a bit of a bum
Yeah.
because in the comics he's not like always a winner. But like I get he's buff and everything, but he's also a bit of a bum. He's not
Yeah.
like he's a lethal protector, not Tony Stark rich photographer.
Yeah. The thing is, with Tom Hardy's Venom in the first Venom movie, he's like going after this guy because he thinks he's evil, but the guy literally cured cancer. It's like, listen, I'm sorry, but like I get it. He's like doing pretty like brutal tests on people, but like the guy cured cancer. Okay, maybe we should leave him alone. And then like when Tom Hardy goes out of his way to disobey his boss, he loses his job. Like you don't feel like Tom Hardy's Venom didn't deserve that. Like he deserved to lose his job because
Yeah.
like you went against what your boss was telling. Your boss told you, "Hey, listen, I don't want you writing a story about this." Okay, and he goes ahead and does it anyway, and he loses his job. Like I don't feel bad for him here. Like that's the thing. Like I'm just like he just kind of earned this. And then like he's like also being like really mean to his girlfriend and like ignoring her. And then she breaks up. It's like, dude, you literally brought all of this on yourself. So like I don't understand like how and like the movie wants us to feel bad for him. That's the problem.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
I think who do you think Tom Hardy should play if he ever did another role inside the MCU?
I don't know if you'd ever do it though. But
All right, let me phrase a better question. Who do you want to play Venom in the MCU?
ooh, that's a good question.
I've seen the idea of Alan. You know the dude who played Reacher.
Yeah.
I just think he looks
he's
too handsome.
yeah,
In
he's
my
also
opinion,
too old. He's
yeah.
too old. That's the problem.
Well, Tom Hardy's like 50.
Well, yeah, but he wasn't 50 when the original Venom movie started. Also, yeah. But I think I want Eddie Brock to be like around the same age as Peter Parker. So someone who's like around that age. Like he should also be like a bigger build than Peter Parker. I think he should originally have the same job as Peter Parker. But then
Spectacular Spider-Man type of idea that you're on down here.
yeah, I actually like how they did it in the Raimi movies, but like how like he was like kind of like a photographer just like Peter, but then he cheated his way into the job, so Peter exposes him, and then like he literally prays to God to kill Peter Parker with tears in his eyes.
Kill him.
He didn't even know he was he didn't even know he was Spider-Man either, bro. He just killed his coworker who exposed you for doing something incredibly illegal, bro.
Dude, here's the thing. That level of hate is
Yeah.
what I want to see. And like, I want to see it in Venom. I want to see it in Reverse Flash. I want to see it in like all these characters that in the comics have such a hatred for the people that they're supposed to be against. Like Lex Luthor in that movie, that in the most recent Superman movie,
Yeah.
that's the D1
Yeah.
hater. That is
That
a D1 hater.
Yeah.
I want Edward Thawne in
Eobard Thawne.
or Eobard.
Yeah.
Ooh, dude, either or. Oh wait, is it Eobard, not Edward?
It's Eobard because
Yeah,
he's like from like the 25th century or
yeah.
something.
Oh my goodness. You know what he's done in the comics and everything.
God.
I need that inside of like the DCU.
I mean, if we're gonna do Barry, yeah. If we're doing Wally, then it needs to be Professor Zoom, who's Hunter Zolomon,
who's literally like basically the same character, but not.
He's not.
One has black eyes.
Yeah, because Hunter Zolomon originally like he has like the same yellow suit, but he has like I think it's like the like,
just the black eyes.
Yeah, fully like black eyes, and they're like like more buggy, like big Spider-Man buggy eyes, basically.
Yeah, I will say I do remember he was a firefighter who had something bad happen to him, and then he didn't think that Wally was going to be a good enough hero unless he had somebody who was constantly trying to like.
Or he didn't suffer, so like he literally like gives a sonic boom near his wife and causes his wife to have a miscarriage. Like it's crazy, and then dude, why you got to bring his wife, bro? Like apparently like she was pregnant with twins, and then like he like gave like a sonic boom which literally induced a miscarriage, and like. God dang, bro. Dude, still not as bad as what Eobard did to Barry, though.
Dude, I know.
Holy crap.
The whole reason he has powers. Well, because that was the thing, is that he used to be a super fan.
Yeah.
But then went crazy when he found out he was going to be the biggest hater. Because he went to the Flash Museum and was like, I'm his biggest hater?
Yeah, and then he just had it happen.
Bro, he fulfilled his own fate. But yeah, I would say with everything that's going on with the DCU, I'm mad Netflix acquired it,
Yep.
and
Uh,
listen. I'm not against anybody, but I saw a very funny meme, and it was like me watching the James Gunn Batman versus Superman on Netflix when Batman and Superman kiss as a blind Joker blows up an orphanage. I was like, honestly, that's something Netflix would do. And
it
listen, no
is.
hate to any groups of people, but I'm like, sometimes Netflix just does feel like it's shoving things. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Um, the thing is the good news is that stuff like Game of Thrones and The Sopranos is going to be on Netflix after that, because because
I thought Game of Thrones was an HBO Max exclusive.
yeah, but HBO is owned by Warner Brothers.
Are they going to merge?
Oh yeah, probably.
But here's the thing. Disney's going to lose a lot of Hulu's category then, and it's going to go to Netflix,
Yeah.
which I'm not complaining about.
Yeah, because
HBO got rid of every good Cartoon Network show, and I was so angry. And then Hulu picked up the new Gumball show, every old like early 2000s cartoon. I'm like, dude, Hulu, thank you. HBO, I'm still paying for you. Why? You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah, but well, I always watched regular show on
Mm,
Hulu, so yeah, that was pretty fun.
I watched regular show on HBO. I actually binged it a month before they took it off, which I was so happy
Yeah,
about.
yeah. I actually heard that if you lower the voice of like Blink 182, you get
No, not
Mordecai.
even that. It sounds exactly like Mordecai without it.
Yeah.
If he was singing, that's the same thing with
Uh,
you know the song 21 Guns by Green Day?
yeah.
People say it sounds exactly like
Phineas.
Phineas.
Yeah. Basically any Green Day song, like Billy Joe Armstrong sounds like Phineas, just pitched
Dude.
out. Yeah.
But that I feel like speaking of Phineas and regular show is getting a revival, which I'm excited about.
Yeah.
Phineas and Ferb's revival, it was really
It
cool.
was pretty good. Yeah.
Funny story about Phineas and Ferb, I actually got to meet Vincent Mandela or Mardella or whatever his last name is, and the voice actor for Ferb.
Oh yeah.
Surprisingly, Ferb's a lot more talkative than Phineas, and that is like the irony in that. It's hilarious. Because I
Yeah.
was very nervous to talk to Phineas. Like that's my childhood hero right there. So it's like, hey, you were my hero, man. Like it was nice to meet you. He's like, oh yeah, thanks. I was like, if you can do more, like, are you excited to do more seasons? He's like, yeah, I hope we can do like 100 more. And then I left, and then I talked to Ferb, and I had like a good 5 minute conversation with the guy. He gets paid the same amount as every other like character on that show,
Yeah.
and he says one line. So he'll record like a bunch of them, and then he'll record another bunch. So he goes in with everybody, but like it's usually in bunches.
Oh yeah. In the original show, the guy who voiced Ferb was actually the same like, young looking kid from Blade Runner. Not Blade Runner. Maze Runner? Yeah.
I think that's still the same guy, right?
No, it's not. It's not the same
Mm.
guy, unfortunately. That would have been like kind of cool if it was the same guy, but yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, the new voice actor for Ferb, or I guess he might have picked up later in the series. I don't know.
Yeah, he picked up for the revival. Yeah.
Yeah, he is really cool. He was in My Adventures with Superman. He's Ferb. He's like it was so many things that I got. He was even in X-Men '97. I think he was Mojo.
Mojo?
Pretty sure because he had a photo of Mojo and then two other side characters next to an X-Men '97 thing, and I'm like, they usually don't do that unless those are the characters they play.
Yeah.
He also played Mixil Pedalix in
Yeah.
the My Adventures with Superman.
Oh yeah.
So, but he was really nice. He was me and him got to talk for a minute. He was really cool. And then I also got to meet Cal Dodd, the voice actor for Wolverine. I got to meet the voice actor for Nightcrawler, Rogue. And then I went to talk to Jubilee, my cousin. My cousin was like, "Hey, freak that Jubilee. I don't want to talk to her." And then he was joking, but we ended up starting walking. So it was Cal Dodd. Cal Dodd hated Deadpool and Wolverine. I actually asked him. I said, "Do you like your movie, like the movie variants of the characters you play?" He said, "I fucking hate Deadpool and Wolverine." Well, he was like, my Wolverine doesn't say fuck so much. That I almost left that movie. The dancing was stupid. I hated it. Meanwhile, then I talked to Nightcrawler. He loved the X-Men live action movies. He was like, I love this.
Oh yeah.
He's so nice too. I got to have a good conversation with him. He talked about his role and everything. And Cal Dodd's agent was like, scram. You don't want to pay?
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
bro.
There was the guy from The Rookie who is like an X-Men. I forgot his name. He's like the lawyer. I'm gonna
Did
look
he
at.
play Mr. Terrific?
No, 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 no.
I was gonna say like, because I don't think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, Sean Ashmore.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
he played. Who did he?
Oh, he
play?
played Beast,
Did he?
young Beast.
Young Beast.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, I thought Young Beast was Nicholas Holt.
Mm-mm. I think that's young Professor X.
No. Young Beast is Nicholas Holt. Young Professor X is
He's a dude from Glass.
no James McAvoy.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Wait, then
he
who?
played Iceman. Oh,
Oh,
Iceman.
Iceman.
Okay, not Young Iceman, just Iceman.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh, that's
I
pretty.
forgot that he's a main X-Men. I haven't
Yeah,
seen him in a lot of stuff
Iceman.
recently.
Yeah, he's. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be in Doomsday. So.
I'm really excited for Doomsday. I got to see like the main cast reveal. I think they're hiding stuff. I think Tom Holland. If Tom Holland's not in it, that's fine because I
Yeah.
get like he probably has stuff. It's gonna be like a Civil War thing without there was no Thor and Hulk,
Yeah.
but we get an explanation in the next movie of where they were.
Well, Thor's
Remember,
in it. We know that.
Thor was in
Dooms.
Civil War.
No, not Civil
I'm
War.
saying like
Sorry.
I think it's gonna be a Civil War situation
Oh
where
yeah,
the
yeah.
characters that are missing, it's because they have their own projects that were going, and then it'll
Well, I mean,
explain where
Hulk
they
never
were.
actually got any of his own projects though.
Well, he was in Ragnarok, remember? And that was the
Yeah.
explanation for why he wasn't there,
Yeah.
him and Thor. And that's what I think they're gonna probably do with like Spider-Man or a couple other characters. Like Wolverine's not in it. Like they have the entire X-Men and no
Yeah.
Wolverine. I'm like, but I mean, we technically know where he is. He's in Deadpool, like the Deadpool Wolverine thing.
Well, that's it. I think that's a different. In that Wolverine, the X-Men are dead in that for that Wolverine.
I still think it would be cool though if they brought him in, just like as a way to sneak him in, because I love Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. I think he just fits so well. And although Calverine looked cool, I can't see him actually being the definitive Wolverine.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, I'm sure they could get like an actor who's at least under 5'10" for Wolverine.
That would be hilarious. So we got a comic accurate sized
Yeah,
Wolverine.
because he's like 5'2" in the comics.
How old are you?
I'm
I mean,
17.
not sorry. How tall are you?
I'm 5'1".
You're
Yeah.
5'1".
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were taller than that. No offense.
Yeah.
Wolverine's that height.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
That's the most non-threatening thing I'd ever do. If I just saw like a big buff 5'2" guy just walking up to me with claws out, I'd just start cackling, dude. That is hilarious.
Then he'd probably like slice your throat.
He'd probably slice my throat, but it'd be worth it for the laugh, dude. Because that, I don't know how you got. No wonder they don't make him that height in like the. Oh yeah, and then they showed it with CGI.
Yeah.
Oh,
That guy was 4'11", not 5'3".
I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
That was so funny. Oh, I can't believe he's actually that height. Why did they do that to my man?
I don't know, but they did it. Yeah.
Oh, no wonder he's so buff. All he has to do is like just squat like 2 seconds, and then it's just.
Yeah.
But how do you feel like that they're bringing back the main cast for X-Men?
The main cat. I like that. Yeah. I thought like the original I like a couple of those movies were pretty good.
The first one and First Class are my
I like
favorites.
Days of Future Past.
I forgot about Days of
That's
Future
the one.
Past.
That's where the one with the iconic Quicksilver scene, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the sweet dream scene. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then they had like the homage to the classic Wolverine suit in that, where it's like you could see the designs of it, but not really.
I just don't like that they went with black leather.
Yeah, because that's the early 2000s where they were trying to make superheroes look cool, even
Yeah.
though they were cool.
Yeah.
it was weird. But like Sam Raimi, that was a nicely comic accurate suit. I don't know why we couldn't get something like that. Like
Yeah.
make it like dark navy blue. Don't make it just pure leather and black. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
The thing is like the X-Men were like I think actually no, the Fantastic Four were the most popular team before like the MCU. It was Fantastic Four, then the X-Men, and then the Avengers, and then Guardians of the Galaxy. But the thing is, it's like because like they didn't have the rights to Fantastic Four, they had to go with the Avengers, who were like a bunch of like C and D listers. Like, you had Captain America, but he was like on like the downward, because he was like so old.
I mean, now they're the most iconic team.
Yeah, but they did have Hulk, who was like the number 3 guy in Marvel at the time. But they also had like like Ant-Man, and the Wasp, like in Hawkeye. I don't think Black Widow is there yet, but
Yeah, I think personally, my favorite team within the MCU is either the X-Men or the X-Force or Task Force X. Oh, those are just my sunglasses. Task Force X, like I think that's what it is, or X-Force, the Deadpool team.
yeah,
That's one of my favorite teams in the comics, just because I like the suit color designs for it. I think the choice is just really nicely done.
yeah.
Speaking of Deadpool, how do you feel about like if he came to the MCU? Personally, me, I feel like it'd be a Stan Lee situation where he just is like the new cameo
Yeah.
rather than him actually being a legitimate character. Because if I saw him in an actual thing, that would just take me so out of it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, yeah, he's a bit too meta for the MCU. Like, the MCU doesn't really like the MCU has tried meta humor before. It just doesn't really work. You know, like they did it with She-Hulk. They're doing it with Wonder Man. I don't know. I think Wonder Man is like fully separate or something. I don't know, but like
She-Hulk sucked.
yeah, She-Hulk wasn't very good, but
Somebody tried to defend the show to me. They were like, "Oh, it's satire." It's not satire. It's lazy writing in a sucky show.
yeah.
Like it was so dumb.
Oh my god. Yeah. Well,
And then she was like twerking to Megan Thee Stallion.
yeah.
Oh,
She was cool in the Daredevil show though.
she was in Daredevil show.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know she was in Born Again.
Not Born Again. It was the one where he had like the gold suit. So I think it was Defenders or something.
That was inside of that was She-Hulk.
Yeah,
You
that
mix
was
it up. Daredevil was in
yeah.
She-Hulk. She-Hulk
Yeah.
wasn't in Daredevil.
Oh yeah. I mean that episode was pretty cool. I like their dynamic there.
I'm really excited. Daredevil Born Again season 2. We're getting the shadow suit. I'm so happy about that. We're gonna actually get the D and the D
Oh my god, yeah.
peak, and then Spider-Man's theme played at the end of the last season, which makes me think Daredevil and Punisher. Well, we already know Punisher's gonna be in.
He's always in Daredevil.
Well, I was gonna say we know he's gonna be in Brand New Day.
Yeah.
I hope Daredevil at least makes an appearance, especially since Matt Murdock was in the last one.
Yeah.
Maybe getting the Daredevil persona for this one.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, just with the last few minutes we got here, we got about 10 minutes. Let's throw around a couple ideas here. Fan casting. I want to hear your ideas on it. I haven't, I've talked to some of my buddies about it. I would love to hear your top, like if you could recast one X-Men, one Avenger, and one member of the Fantastic Four, who are you recasting?
Okay, so see the thing is Hugh Jackman is getting old. So like I don't know if I want him to be Wolverine forever. So like I would actually like like if Daniel Radcliffe could get buff, like that would actually be pretty sick. Like or Taron Egerton. Yeah, like he would be pretty cool. I mean, but at the same time, I think it should be someone who's willing to get down and dirty. Like someone's like willing, like
I think they need to find another Broadway actor. I don't know. Just feel like they're good at the diverse roles, and I mean,
yeah. That would be like the X-Men. Like the rest of the castings were pretty good.
Yeah.
James Marsden, yeah. One I guess I wouldn't really want to like recast any of like the Guardians of the Galaxy, I guess.
I'd recast Gamora. I mean, she was good, but I don't know. I feel like there was somebody else who could have also played her.
Let's see. I would definitely recast Mr. Fantastic as
That's what I'm
else.
saying. I want the 2006 Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
I want him back. He had so much aura.
Yeah. I would also well see I don't really know about recasts. I mean like I'm not really into fan casting because I feel like it's always too obvious. Like also like it just like leads to like a lot of discourse, and then like people get disappointed when like their fan cast isn't picked, so they start hating on the actor. Oh my god, Nightwing is gonna have an absolute nightmare.
Dude, Batman is gonna have a nightmare. I'm on teams. Shoot, who was the dude in The Boys? I memorized his name now. I'm blanking.
Jensen Ackles.
Jensen Ackles.
Yeah.
I am team Jensen Ackles. He looks like a prime Bruce Wayne.
He already voiced Batman once.
And he was Red Hood. So
yeah.
If not Batman, I think he could play an older Red Hood because he has that voice. He has it.
Yeah.
I would say that's my fan cast for Batman. I'm still Jensen Ackles. I know people are Team Allen, whatever, like Richardson or whatever.
I think a lot of people are Skellner now. Brandon Skellner.
I know a lot of people are also are hoping that Robert Pattinson comes in, but it can't.
It just won't work for him.
He literally said, the director said, I want to keep things as non-fantastical as possible. James Gunn wants to make things as fantastical as possible.
Exactly. Like we're already getting Clayface.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Well, here's the thing with the Clayface movie. If he isn't moving like those photos of like, those photos like the boiled one and all that. If he's not moving like that in that movie, it's not going to be a horror movie.
Oh yeah, it's James Gunn said it's going to be horror. I just don't think James Gunn should be directing everything in the DCU.
I don't think he's gonna. He's not directing the Lantern show.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be like the because I feel like he's already getting overworked because I heard Peacemaker like overall was pretty disappointing for season 2 because like the ending
The
wasn't.
ending was the most disappointing part. Everything else was so good. The ending just was like, spoilers for whoever hasn't watched it, because if you haven't, you're just lame. He gets thrown into the void that Lex Luthor, found another pocket dimension and they just threw him in here after we had like his brother from the alternate timeline lived. He didn't kill him. Then he was now angry, wants to kill everybody else, and he has a door still. What happened with the whole thing? They never fully shut down the project, so now Peacemaker's just stuck in that other dimension, no way out. It's like, can we at least get a Peacemaker will return, and we just don't know what happens to him, bro.
Yeah. Um.
I will say one fan casting I am strong about. I do think, Bill Skarsgård,
Yeah.
he could make a good Loki.
Loki.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. I guess so. Yeah. I mean, nobody's gonna replace Tom Hiddleston though.
Yeah.
He's just like the best. Um.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's always talking about like Willem Dafoe would have been a perfect Joker. It's just like he's already played a Joker type character. And he's
Yeah.
already Green Goblin.
I can't get it out of my mind that he's Green Goblin.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. I saw a really good casting for Joker the other day, and I was like, "Yo, I low-key want this."
Yeah. What was it?
I don't remember who his name was, but I can picture the face. I did hear somebody say Bill Skarsgård should be Joker, which I was like, "No, play one scary clown, and now you can play them all." See what I'm gonna do when I come to Florida. I love that clip so much. Got 7 minutes. Anything you want to throw out?
Well, I'm just hoping that if if they if the Batman Part 2 has Robin, I hope it's Dick Grayson, and I hope that the DCU doesn't just like completely neglect Tim Drake at all because Tim Drake's my favorite Robin personally. So I want a little bit more love for him in the movies because he like gets nothing.
I think for Robert Pattinson, the best Batman that can go. And I'm a Jason Todd glazer. This isn't even glaze. It would just make the most sense for that universe.
Yeah.
Jason Todd would fit as the best Robin for the Robert Pattinson universe.
Yeah.
Now here, the Red Hood story arc. I don't think that could work because, again, a little too fantastical with the Lazarus pit and everything.
Yeah.
But if they did something similar where it's like, oh, we thought he died, but he didn't. If they reworked it a little bit, I know it'd be probably a little disappointing, but I'd be happy with a live action Red Hood.
Yeah.
Because we haven't gotten a good one, and the one from Titans sucked. I hated him. I hear the Nightwing from Titans was decent though.
Yeah, he was a decent casting. Yeah. Yeah, he was like the main redeeming quality of that show, people said. But yeah.
I would say his suit was too tacky though. Okay, here's the thing about James Gunn's suit with Superman. I liked it. It was a little baggy.
Yeah.
I liked it. It just felt too Guardians of the Galaxy a little bit for me. So if he tightens it a little bit and it doesn't feel like a hoodie at the sleeves and everything, then we're fine. But I also don't want it to be Henry Cavill, skin tight, every defining detail is elastic.
No trunks.
The trunks looked so good. Did you see what the suit looked like without trunks?
Oh my god, it was so ugly, bro.
Dude, he needed those trunks. I will say, David Cornsweet, I didn't see it at first, but now after watching that movie, I'm like, yo.
Really? Because when I saw him, I was like, oh yeah, that guy could play Superman. Yeah.
Well, I never actually saw his full face. I just saw the one when it was back called Superman Legacy. I saw the poster that first initially released where he was putting on the boot, and I didn't get a good look at his face. I was like, ooh, I don't know if that's Superman.
Oh, because no, like I remember seeing the announcement. I got to see his face, and I was like, oh yeah, that guy could play Superman. Yeah.
I like the cast for Jimmy Olsen. That actor, I didn't know how utilized he was until he played Superman.
Yeah.
I like how he's going for more like underpicked, more independent actors, like
Skylar Gisondo. Yeah, he was from Vacation.
Mm-hmm. And then, especially like David Cornsweet himself, I haven't seen him a lot outside of like 824 projects. So I'm like, okay, like this guy, he's not like super mainstream. I like that how we're pushing the less mainstream actors.
Yeah.
I just hope it doesn't become he's in everything now because he was in Superman.
Yeah.
That's what I hated about Tom Holland. Is like first short little bit after Spider-Man came out, he was just in everything. He was Nathan Drake. He was in like a bunch of spy movies, Dr. Dolittle. I was like, oh, dude, chill out. I know your agents are active, but I didn't know they were that active.
Yeah, I like it because like the MCU used to do that a lot too. They would do like less known actors because like Robert Downey Jr. like he was just getting off like jail time.
Mhm.
Chris Evans was still like the Fantastic Four, and those movies didn't do well, so like people didn't really know about him. Obviously, like
Mark Ruffalo. Well,
Mark
actually, no,
Mark Ruffalo was
was
in a
a
movie with Reese Witherspoon, so
yeah.
like he
He
wasn't.
was pretty well known for like rom coms though,
Yeah,
not like Marvel.
yeah. Scarlett Johansson, she was like in indie projects beforehand.
Yeah,
And then Jeremy Renner, I just don't know much about him.
I know that he was in a few things, but I didn't know a lot. I think he was more in like spy movies type of thing.
Yeah.
I feel like that's where a lot of these like characters came from. I will say though, Nick Cage, goodness, why am I blanking on his name? Guy who played Nick Fury,
Oh, Samuel Jackson.
Samuel Jackson. That pick, I don't care how mainstream that actor was. That was the most funny pick they could have done, and it was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
And we got 3 minutes, so I will say one last thing though about all of that is that, shoot, what was it to say? Nick, goodness, Ghost Rider. I want live action Ghost Rider. You want live action Ghost Rider. I can tell.
Yeah.
They want live action Ghost Rider. I can
Yep.
tell. Nick Cage hates the role, and I hate that because he was such a good Johnny Cage. If we're not gonna have Nick Cage, I want a younger actor.
Would it be like Danny Ramirez?
I don't know if I want a Danny Ramirez. We haven't seen. I feel like he gets pushed more than Johnny Blaze does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because Johnny Blaze is the OG, and then Galactic, Punisher, Ghost Rider, and I'm just like, where's the love for the OG? You know what I mean?
Like Marvel usually does like stick with the OGs because like they never push their legacy characters. That's the problem. The only legacy character they pushed recently was Miles Morales.
Yeah.
And beforehand, like Brian Michael Bendis had to like really fight to push this. Like that's why DC does so well with less
Guy Gardner, Mr. Terrific,
Wally West.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean,
well, I feel like Wally West is becoming less of a legacy character.
Well,
more
he was a
mainstream.
legacy character.
That's fair.
Even then, like he became mainstream because they kept pushing him, and then like they forced him to take up the mantle. Like the thing is, like Marvel is like going like half effort with these characters because like
Jon Stewart.
Yeah,
I like how they're mixing in the both for the Lantern Show. How it's Jon Stewart and it's Hal Jordan, because I feel like Hal Jordan does get overlooked by the legacy characters a lot more. I feel like he's becoming more of a legacy character than the other Lanterns. Yeah. You know what I mean?
As long as they don't make Hal Jordan a creep like they did in the comics, bro.
Guys, she's 18 now, like as the body of one. I swear.
Yeah, bro.
All right. And that just about wraps up our time. Thanks, Safi, for being on the podcast, man. I'm so sorry that we delayed it so much. All right, guys. You know the drill. If you want to be featured on the next episode, either leave a comment or I'll be doing a wheel of names on Instagram. Go follow me at Unofficial HHS Podcast. See you guys then. Thank you again, Safi.
All right. Yeah.